is for All Sports Podcast.
Welcome to the All Sports Podcast with me, Matt, and Joel. How are you?
Hello, Matt. Doing well, thanks, mate. How are you?
All good, thanks. And James, how are you?
Yeah, all good, thank you, mate.
And Femi.
Last but not the least, and save the best for last. We are good. Thank you very much.
Well, you say last but not least. We will see when it comes to quiz time at the end of the pod.
Hey, all I do is win. I'm here to win. That's all I'm here for, mate.
Okay, well, we're not going to revisit the last quiz.
Yeah,
we
win
just...
at all costs, I think.
Do you know what? I'm going to send my answers personally to Matt. Literally, just so we are all across it. You know I'm not cheating.
Feel free, yeah. If you guys want to WhatsApp me your answers when you've got them, I've got my phone and WhatsApp open, so we can do it like that, and then we can run through our answers, and then when Femi's eyes pan to a second screen, we know that he's giving his truthful answer.
Can we do it on note, screenshot, and send it in so there's no changing of...
Yeah, no edit.
Yeah.
No WhatsApp edits.
Send it in.
Yeah, of course.
Straight in. He's elusive.
Shame we need these receipts now. But before we get into that, the Formula One season finished last weekend, and as predicted, we had Max Verstappen winning the title and won it with a race to spare. But also, what wasn't expected to be so close was the constructors at the start of the year. We didn't see that happening. McLaren, Ferrari and Mercedes coming out of nowhere to challenge Red Bull and then supplant them at the end of the season. Do you want to run us through the constructors, James?
Yeah, I think you talk about Red Bull had the fastest car for half the year, but they had a very underperforming driver. So Verstappen became the first person to win a world championship, the third fastest car since his to be father-in-law. I think they're getting married. So it's Nelson Piquet was the last person to do that.
Really?
So it's obviously Kelly Piquet's father. And then McLaren had their little mini DRS burst where they were the fastest car by a mile. Managed to claw them in over a few races, and then we had this little Ferrari versus McLaren head-to-head over the last 3 or 4 races, which was pretty interesting. I do think if there was a somewhat competent driver in that Red Bull, it wouldn't have really been close. My favourite stat to come out of Abu Dhabi or like the Formula One sort of this year is if you put the points difference between all the teammates on the grid, so Hamilton to Russell, etc., then the gap would still be less than Verstappen to Perez.
That's very, very funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the combined total was something like 270 something.
There's more than that between those two.
285 points difference.
Jesus Christ.
I can't see that ever being beaten as a record. So, I think that just sort of highlights how poor Perez is as a second driver. But yeah, it at least gave us something to watch on the final race. Unfortunately, Norris had just sort of checked out after the start. Verstappen's dive bomb gave him this 3-second gap, which he never really relinquished or got anywhere closer to science the rest. So he definitely checked out, and we had this sort of anticlimactic what can Ferrari do to make McLaren make a mistake, and there was nothing really they could do.
And I don't think they tried to do anything either, did they? They spoke about maybe pitting one of them and putting them onto softs, maybe pitting Sainz and putting him onto softs and giving it a go and chase him down, but they didn't do it. I think they were just relying on McLaren making a mistake.
I think the only way they could have done it was try to get one of them to do a one-stop and at least hold up Norris on the road, like get that track position. But I think Leclerc had damaged his tyres too much coming through the field, and Sainz at that early burst trying to chase Norris down when they were first close meant that neither of them could get anywhere near a one-stop.
I think all of the stuff going on in the background with George Russell and Verstappen and with Perez and who's going to be the next Red Bull driver, I think there's a lot building up now that's going to make next season really interesting. Kind of a shame that it's ending. Drive to Survive is going to be fantastic this time around, though. We've had a few really poor Drive to Survive series as Max Verstappen's just dominated for the last 3 years. But
when does it follow? Like Is it like a year after, or is it?
No, it's usually just before the next season starts. So it'll
For the
be
previous season, yeah.
Yeah. So the next season will start in what, 8 weeks?
March.
Yeah, whatever it is, to 12 weeks. It usually comes out 2 weeks before as like a hype. But I keep saying to people, like, if you're not really into it, next year's the one to watch because you'll have 4 or 5 teams who can fight for a win every week.
Yeah, it
you
feels
can't
like
call
they're
it.
going to be in transition, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It's the same like end of the cycle as the Hamilton Verstappen of 2021. It was the last year of that cycle where all the cars have caught up and that gap's really small.
Equally exciting. If you're a cricket fan, it's equally exciting. Certainly watching who is now ranked as the world's #1 Test batter, Harry Brook, tee off.
Yeah, he's just a bit of a freak at the moment. He just seems to be able to do things on pitches that no one else could do. Like definitely the first test seemed like a bit of a tricky wicket, and he came out and just played this innings that no one really expected. I think he hit 130 off the run a ball. I saw someone like compare him, say he's the best of Joe Root and Kevin Peterson in one batter, which is a pretty unique set of skills to have. So he can go and slug it with the best of them, but he's got a foundation of a technique that comes around once, and it's sort of like a generation of players. So very lucky to have him in the form we do. Yeah,
He's amazing across lots of different codes, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, so he plays in all 3 formats for England, and he's destructive in all of them. And you talk about New Zealand, like they're not a bad team. They beat India in India, which is so difficult to do, and we've just sort of made them look pretty silly over 2 tests in their own backyard, which is, it's quite an achievement.
Yeah, they had one day where they dropped a lot of catches, and specifically to Harry Brook. But aside from that, we've just limited their potential and maximised ours, specifically with the batting. And this Bazball, this was where it was going to face its toughest test, specifically Brendan McCullum and Ben Stokes returning to New Zealand. Like, there's a bit of a story there.
Yeah, I'd say about the drop catches though, that tends to come from a mental battering, which is what they were getting. Like drop catches don't just happen; they're pretty unusual to happen at that regularity. So I think because of where the game was at, it's like a testament of what everything else they were doing well.
It's scoreboard pressure, isn't it? A lot of the time.
Yeah. Like, you see some of these scores they're racking up and how quickly it's happening.
Yeah.
Like the second test was won inside 3 days.
Yeah.
Both tests won inside 3 days.
Yeah, they hadn't completed the third day on both occasions.
Yeah, mental.
It's frustrating when you set your social calendar around watching the cricket in the evening.
What metrics are used to determine the world batting rankings, please?
It's a great question. It's one of these like elusive formulas about run rate. I think wins are included as well. I don't think it's a super simple formula. Put it that way. It doesn't always reflect the best batter as well because the time frame's quite short.
I was going to say, is it like a weird look back period or something?
Yeah, I think so because it changes quite a lot, doesn't it, Matt?
Yeah, so you've got obviously runs scored within a set period, and it's like a rolling average that they have of their rating. It's also the opposition bowlers, so the rating of the opposition bowlers that they're facing. Then, like James said, the match result, match score. But there's also a computer algorithm that determines the match circumstances, that calculates the value of each player's performance. And then there's also the pitch as well. So the algorithm also works out like what a good score was. Like James said about Harry Brook, he was doing what no one else was able to on that pitch. That is an element too that comes into it as well, like how many runs people are getting on that pitch ordinarily and in this match circumstance as well.
Yeah, so I think Joe Root's been the best batter this year in the calendar 2024. So I think that's now 2 England batters in one calendar year. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah, definitely take that. Little touch on golf before we go into the quiz then, perhaps. Scotty Scheffler.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw, but he's been dominating recently. Can he change his putting grip?
He's been dominating recently.
Yeah, okay. So that's
understatement of the century.
Yeah, but he's changed his putter grip. He's still dominating. The guy's an absolute robot. But I think once the season starts up,
has it affected his putts per round?
I didn't see his stats from last week.
No, me either.
It affected it negatively based off how he played. So, I mean, it's just starting to, because I can't really work out what the hero is. Is it the start of the season or is it the end of the season? Because the season started again now?
Pre-season, I guess.
Yeah, it's just like the Tigers around and all the people come out to play a big purse in the Bahamas.
I think it really is an off-season event. with all the big names playing. Obviously Tiger's legacy over a period of time, is Scheffler getting close to entering into the realm of domination that Tiger had?
No.
No, I don't think so. Personally, I think I've said this before, but I think Tiger Woods changed golf. He made it cool, and I don't think Scheffler's had that sort of impact on the game.
Yeah, that's impact on golf, but domination in tournaments and being the world leading player.
Not yet. Not yet. I think if the majors come, the next 5-10 years, and you could probably put him in that conversation. But he's still quite far behind on those 15 majors.
Yeah, I think the major accumulation is going to be a big thing. And if he can do that over the next 3 years, then maybe we pick up the conversation again. But it's gonna have to get to that point, I think. 3 more years of domination.
Yeah, agreed. Especially, the big major season this year. I think if he does it again at the Masters, people are just going to sort of roll over for the other 3. Yeah, I'd be interested to see how the season goes because, we talk about McIlroy bottling, but he's in some unbelievable form. So it'll be really good to see those guys go toe-to-toe this season.
All right, and into the quiz. Question 1, name the nationalities of the 5 top. Is he there? Femi, are you there? Right.
Oh, yeah.
Turn his camera off so we can't see his eyes darting about.
If you can get your mobile devices at
Also,
the ready.
We're going to WhatsApp you directly.
Yeah. This is how I resort to actually getting a text from you, Joel.
Well, now we're going to find out when the last one was, aren't we?
No, it was. I think it was
yesterday.
It was this morning or yesterday. Yeah. I was just checking in on the family.
There was a great one with James the other week. Just sent me a happy birthday note, but the previous message was his response to my wedding invite, and it was months ago, and I just hadn't responded. He was like, "I'm not sure how to restart the conversation after that, but happy birthday."
Thanks, Shane. I'll get it. I put, how do we follow up that brutal airing? Happy birthday, mate. Best, James.
Right, everyone got WhatsApp ready. You only need to have WhatsApp open.
Got it. Yeah, I'm ready.
So we've got 20 questions, but some of them have got multiple points. So this first question, okay, into the All Sports quiz. Go on, James.
Sorry, are we sending a text after every answer, or are we doing 20 and sending it? Okay, after every answer. Wow, your phone's going to get pinged. Yeah, fine.
That's okay. It's on silent, but I'll see it flash up. James is typing a message.
I'll put number 1.
Okay. So into the All Sports quiz. All sports. It's not All Sports quiz. It's just specifically Premier League football.
Oh, is it? Is it Premier League only?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Question 1. Name the nationalities of the top 5 Premier League goal scorers so far this season.
In order?
1 point for each player and 1 point for each correct nationality of the player.
In order or just the 5?
No.
Guess who we won.
So there's a 10 points here.
10 points here. Name the nationalities of the top 5 Premier League goal scorers so far this season. 1 point for each player and 1 point for the correct nationalities. It's hard. It is hard. There's some easy ones and there's some hard ones.
Who's scoring all the goals?
Yeah, got it. I mean, they might be wrong. Just gone on FBL.
Okay, I'm going to accept answers probably in the next 20 seconds.
So we should send them to you, not compile them.
No, that's fine. That's fine, James. And if you've got the players' names, names get you an additional 5 points.
Wait, we got to put their names as well?
It should be hard if you get.
I said you get a point for the name and you get a point for the correct nationality.
I think I've got one of their nationalities wrong, and I've only got 4. So
Good start.
On to question 2.
Well, hold up.
All answers have been submitted while Femi's doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, this is just
I
a
almost
one-pointer.
got one wrong.
Okay, go on.
And the reason I almost got it wrong was because you've asked a question about this player before, I've even asked a question about this
Oh
player.
no, I'm not. I'm not taking that correction. I've just seen what you've corrected. You changed from Australia to New Zealand, and I'm not taking the correction. You put
I changed that. Well, no. I changed that before you said all answers are in. No.
I'd give it.
You can't edit once you've sent it to me.
No, what? I
I'd give
changed it because I literally remembered.
Look, I'm just doing this. Hey, look,
If
I'm
I
just doing
remembered
this.
Chris Wood, I'd have remembered that he was a Kiwi. I just want to point
Australian.
out.
How offensive. Right, which current Premier League player is second in the all-time appearances with 637, only 16 behind Gareth Barry? Great, answers are all in. Now, for question 3, name all 5 Premier League clubs that he's played for.
Bit of a bitch if you didn't get the one before, isn't it?
Yeah. Alright, you can just list.
I think he's played for more.
Just list clubs. Not Premier League, no.
Oh God, yeah. Oh no, I'm missing one. Is it a point per club?
Yeah. Oh, cheeky little 5-pointer. It's not all or nothing, though.
I mean, if you've got the player wrong, you are in a bit of trouble.
I think I got the player wrong because
I think I might have done now as well because he's played for more than 5 Premier League clubs.
if it's played for more than 5, then maybe I didn't get the player wrong. But I feel like the last one, I feel like I'm guessing, but I thought it's been mentioned before. That's why I put it down.
Oh, there you go. I got it.
But I see Matt's cheeky look, so I've already got it right.
6 teams, and it's 6 points.
Is all 6 in the Premier League now?
No.
You don't answer that. That's
what. No, it's my fault. That's what threw me off. Look, that's what threw me off. Look, what I would also say is, don't come for the quizmaster because it doesn't end well. But I'm happy to hold my hands up and say it's 6 clubs. Moving on. Mo Salah is first on goal contributions with 21, 13 goals and 8 assists. Who's second with 17 contributions?
Say that again, please.
I mean, what were you doing when I was asking the question?
Mo Salah's got 17 goal contribution.
No,
I didn't. So let's do some. We're going to take the opportunity during the quiz to work on your listening skills. Listening back to the edit of the last quiz was me just repeating questions for Femi.
Okay, go.
Mo Salah, right?
Yeah.
Ready? Mo Salah is first on goal contributions. Who is second? If I tell you that it's 17, they've got. All right, all the answers are in. One of them was wrong, and 2 of them were right on that round. Yes, you were, Jason. Next question's interesting. Interceptions. 4 players are tied first on 28 interceptions this season.
I know one of them.
One of them's from the US. 3 of them are Dutch.
What's the question?
So do you want to know who they are?
Nah. Yes, please. Who are the 4 players?
Huh?
So I've given you the nationalities. Who are the 4 players?
So
Are they all in the? They're all in the Premier League, aren't they?
It's Premier League quiz.
Yeah, thank you.
One of them's American, the other 3 are Dutch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That
And
threw me off.
4 points are up for grabs.
Sorry, I've used a shortened term there. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. Yep. You've got a big brain, James Bray.
Thank you, sir.
You're not completely correct, though, with your answers.
I know one's wrong, but I think the other 3 are right.
The nationality helps a bit. All right.
3 Dutch, Femi. 3 Dutch.
Dutch. Oh, yeah.
Doesn't listen, does he? Your boss must hate you, Femi.
He loves me.
All right. Okay. Another 5 seconds. Femi's typing at least, so that's. There we go. Right. How many have you given me there?
I'm just gonna give.
He's given me. Right, you give me 2.
One more. One
3.
more. Who's American?
1 to go.
Yeah, do you know what? I can't even name the last one.
That's fine. On home fixtures only, Who would be top of the Premier League this season? James has done his research. Joel has done his research.
Emily.
Honestly, man.
Hey, look, the research isn't for now, Femi. And Femi got the wrong answer. 7. You can guess the way this is going to go. On away fixtures only, who would be top of the Premier League this season?
Oh, it's is it them?
50-50.
Yeah, I'm 50-50 between two. Oh, I'm going for the Rogue one, but I don't feel good about it.
Neither do I, because I've just realised some one of their results. Can I change
2
it?
of you got
It's
it.
too late.
2 of you got it right, and 1 of you got it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
With goals only by British nationals, who would be top of the Premier League?
We did this.
I'm gonna go.
Most British players.
Oh,
Remember your percentages from the last quiz. British.
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 I've got a classic. This message was deleted. From
Yeah.
James.
Yeah. I want to change mine. Or do I?
Okay.
I know I've got mine wrong.
All right, I'm going for that purely because
Right,
you
scores are in.
said British.
Scores are in. Answers are in. I mean, yeah, that didn't.
Got both
That didn't help. That didn't help you at all. And with goals only by foreign nationals, who would be top of the Premier League? I feel like that's an easier one.
Mm.
Cool. All the results are in. Everyone's right. This player leads the Premier League defensively on stats for headed clearances, shots blocked, and aerial battles won. Name the player.
Ooh. You say this player or this defender?
Said this player.
I said this player, but I think, yeah.
You could probably guess.
I said this, yeah. I said leads defensively on headed clearances, shots blocked, and aerial battles won. I feel like in a quiz, it's quite easy to do positional bias and just speak about like goals and assists. So,
Match of the day. The answer they gave this player praise strictly just for that.
rightly so. And yeah, you're right, Femi.
Do you know who it
He's
is?
got it right. Yeah, he's got it right.
Who that is.
I can hear it. Unless that's my laptop.
Classic Max. Which keeper has the highest number of sweeper clearances? 20% more than second place. Which keeper plays in a sweeper position? Do you remember the traditional sweepers that you used to get in football?
Yeah.
Sweeping behind the back four in a back five.
I feel like the most obvious example of it is that Owen goal against Argentina in '98 because
Shout.
the sweeper's not even in the picture when Owen takes his first touch, and then it's just like, what is that geezer doing there? But they were so frightened of his pace.
So I expect Femi to get it right because the only thing that we argue and get heated about in the office is goalkeepers. Because
I'll go for that one then.
Because he's still staunchly defending banana skin fingers.
Banana fingers.
That one at the weekend was appalling.
I know.
But that was similar to stuff that he was doing 2 years ago. That he became famous or infamous for playing like that. Okay, on to the next question. Which keeper dominates his box with the highest number of aerial claims?
I'm going so rogue. I could have got the last 6 wrong.
I just guessed.
Joel knows.
How could you possibly know that?
Which keeper is value for money with the highest amount of saves and also the highest amount of shots per saves ratio?
I know the answer to this one.
So does James.
Thank God for that.
James is on the board.
I think I've been wrong for like last 5 minutes.
Okay, ready for this one? You changed your answer, Femi?
No.
Okay.
That seems like a leading question.
Yeah, okay. So, question number 14. Despite Cucurella twice slipping to give away goals, there is one player with more errors leading to goals. Interesting stat. He also is. He's also leading for most aerial duels lost. Not a defender you want in your team.
But not Alex
Doesn't
McDonald.
win aerial duels and most errors leading to goals.
Could it be the Butcher?
Yeah, I was just thinking that because he's not.
I don't think he's played enough.
It wouldn't be him. It wouldn't be him.
I'm going to go for that guy. I don't think that's right.
Sorry, what was it? Most aerial and most errors to goals.
Yeah, most errors leading to goals.
Does it have to be a player? Like, so does it have to be an outfield player?
It has to be a player.
If he's losing headers in goal, he's doing something very wrong.
Is it an outfield player?
He's got up for a header. He's got up for a header with his hands in his pockets.
I feel like I know the answer to this.
I think
Okay.
that stat is
Saying
actually
that, yeah,
is actually quite a hard one to
quantify.
rack
if
numbers
it's
up
not
for.
goalkeeper,
Oh yeah. It should. You'd hope
errors
so.
leading to goals. Yeah.
You'd hope so.
if it's not goalkeeper, it's him.
I got it wrong. I'm falling away at stats.
I'm pretty
Sometimes
sure.
I don't know how Femi gets these answers correct, so this is a
Has he
little
got
bit.
that?
It's a little bit frustrating. Yeah.
That's
I got
good.
the goalkeeper one wrong. Because,
I mean, thank goodness.
That one not on Google.
Thank goodness they've also got the best defender, because their worst defender also plays for the same team. Now that you've put all your answers in, I can say that. Which team is leading the way with shots off target? Who can't hit the target?
But how are you supposed to know that?
Shots off target. I'm going to go for these clowns.
I feel like everyone's getting a shout.
my Pete. Ooh, actually, no.
What's he doing? What's he looking at?
Yeah, Femi, flip your phone round for us real quick. You just quickly swipe that. Get across. Get off FPL stats.
Please. Where could you possibly find those stats? I probably got this one wrong, but I'm just saying, based off the eye test.
Yeah, I'm going for the numpties of the league. Well, I can't spell
Which two teams have hit the woodwork more than anyone else? 11. 11 could have been goals for these two teams.
11. They've both hit the woodwork 11 times.
Yeah.
I think I know one.
Oh, one of them, because they said it in the game.
Nah.
Oh.
I'm trying to think who I've seen hit the post. And honestly, I couldn't tell you.
I feel like
That might just give you some recency bias.
Yeah, I
And
know.
not the correct answer.
Oh, mate,
We're getting to the championship end of the quiz now.
I think that's...
Just a few to go. It's two teams.
I don't know the other. I can't lie.
Which okay, right. Brilliant.
I'll just let me score random. Just because I've seen they have a specific player who hits the post all the time, can't finish to save his life.
Who's
Who
that
is-
player? Now everyone's got their answers in.
Darwin Núñez.
Wrong. 17. Which team has passed the ball 9,469 times? 22% more than any other team.
Like, I just keep putting the same team for a lot of eventually.
Question, please.
Eh?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Who's passed the ball the most?
Oh,
That's the short form of the question.
I think it was this.
It's one of 4 teams, isn't it?
It's one of.
Femi, send it. Send it. You're typing. Send. There you go.
I've said it now, but it's either City.
Conversely,
Huh?
question number 18. Ready?
Yeah.
The least passes.
Conversely, which team cannot hold on to the ball dispossessed more than any other team?
Oh,
Is Southampton just like on autocorrect in your phone, James? Just South Coast teams. Just if you answer South Coast teams enough, you'll get an answer right.
Well, I was thinking they try and pass the ball loads and they're rubbish. Surely they're going to get dispossessed a lot. That's where my head's at.
It's a good logic. It's a really good logic. Surprisingly, I think they're in the top half. Number 19. The ever popular through ball is utilised by this club more than any other, with 44 through balls. I actually think this is obvious.
So do I, but I think I've got it wrong again.
Femi, send it. Interesting. James actually got it right.
Get in.
It's obvious. It's obvious when you know it, right, James?
Yeah, well, it was the first team I thought of, and then you said it was obvious, so I had to stick with it.
Yeah. With two main strikers that play in a very similar way, that love to run onto a through ball.
Yeah. Sometimes another striker comes on after 60 minutes and scores a worldie.
Oh, fucking
Oh, damn it.
I just felt like I couldn't write them again.
Oh,
Keep writing.
I'm going to write it one more time.
Keep writing, Villa. Right, last question. How many goals from free kicks have been scored? And name. Hold on. Careful reading it out because I put the answers in there as well. Right, hold on. Yeah, how many goals from free kicks have been scored? Oh, yeah. How many goals from free kicks have been scored? And name the 5 teams that are level for free kicks scored.
Direct free kicks.
Yeah. These 5 teams have scored the same amount of goals from free
kicks. Number
kicks.
of free kicks that have been scored in the Premier League, and then name the 5 highest scoring teams.
Is it this season or just ever?
This season,
Yeah, we're just season so far.
Yeah.
Same as the other 19 questions.
Sorry, Matt.
Season so far.
I'm putting a number down, and then I'm putting 5 teams. Yeah.
I don't know the number, but I'll put 5.
Yeah. How many goals have they scored from free kicks?
So.
And they're all level first.
There can't be that many.
You get 5 points for each.
Is it direct free kicks or do crosses count?
Direct.
It's direct free kicks, yeah.
Oh, take out them.
5.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm just putting teams at this point.
Yeah, I've just named 5.
Do you want to go in reverse order?
Yeah.
Sure.
Are we done?
Yeah.
I'll probably start at the start.
So, Femi said that they've scored how many? Femi?
5.
How many of all the teams scored?
5.
How's that possible? If 5 could be tied on 1, to be there. That makes sense.
I think that's what it is. But
it's not total. It's not total. It's how many has each club scored? Like, what's the highest number of goals scored from free kicks?
Okay.
Oh.
Right.
And 5 teams have got that amount.
Okay, right. Fine.
Oh.
Sorry, I read it poorly.
It's okay. Just quickly change to your number.
Femi, you can change your answer to.
Thank you.
I mean, there's no way I've got those clubs right. So
no,
as I see both Joel and James typing. You changed it, Femi?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. The answer was only 1 goal has been scored by each team. And the 5 teams are... I mean, you're going to mark your own homework here a little bit because I'm not going to do this 3 times over.
Okay.
Brighton, Chelsea, Everton,
Yeesh.
Spurs, and West Ham.
Hey, 2 points.
Or 2.
do you get a point for the 1?
Yeah. Point each.
Oh,
So if you got that right, Joel, and then you also get
1 for Chelsea and 1 for Everton.
Yeah. So Joel's on 3, 2 for the others. Ever popular through ball, as we identified, was the Villa with 44 through balls.
I would like to know how many of those have reached their intended target.
I assume all of them must do for it to count.
Oh, for them to count.
Count as a through ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, probably. Which team can't hold on to the ball? Who did we say? I saw Southampton pop up for
I
James.
said Villa, but obviously that's wrong.
And Femi said?
I said United.
You said Man United. Not a fair shout. Not a bad shout. It was a United. It was Newcastle United.
Newcastle.
Dispossessed.
They haven't been one of my answers. I can honestly say that I completely forgot about them for the entire quiz.
So Newcastle have been dispossessed more than any other team. So the team that passes the ball more than anyone else.
So City.
Yeah, it's Man City.
Yeah, City, yeah.
3 points.
Did you put Southampton for that?
No, I put Brighton.
Oh.
I thought
All they
Brighton
do is
as well,
pass
I'm
it
not
between
gonna lie.
the centre halves,
Because
they
that's
can't-
literally all they do. I
Yeah.
thought Brighton, but I thought City.
The two teams that have hit the woodwork more than anyone else, 11 times.
I now think it's Fulham and Bournemouth, but I put
Joel's got
Brighton.
1 point for Bournemouth.
No,
Femi's got...
but I put Brighton and Ipswich, so I get no points.
Okay, no. Good honesty. It's Chelsea and Bournemouth.
No, is it?
Femi got 1 point.
I'm falling behind here. I'm only on 3 points.
Shots off target. Who's that team?
Southampton.
Southampton, please.
They go with Southampton.
98 shots off target. Man City.
What?
I think 97 of those were against Arsenal. Why were they shots from 40 yards?
You said I cheated.
I would have done, yeah. Because
Haaland
of this.
missed loads.
I mean, just
Bloody hell.
based on this one, you're cheating somehow. This is this next one coming up now. There's one player with more errors leading to goals. Who
This
is
one,
that?
Because it's on Twitter. Ethan Pinnock from
It is
Brentford.
Ethan
Pinnock.
Oh,
It is, yeah.
hey, I know that.
I'm surprised that he's also lost a lot of aerial duels.
Well, yes.
The second most for aerial duels. I might have done him a disservice by saying first.
Yeah, because the first is a goalkeeper.
For aerial duels?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to quickly, let me just jump onto my stat bank.
Who did you say, James?
What,
'Cause I saw that over there. I thought, well, how the hell?
Hold on. Femi, hold on. Who did you put, James?
Robertson for errors for goals.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I feel like I've got a little.
Liverpool have conceded like one goal.
Robertson had a start of the year, and he's small, so he must miss headers. And then Matt said they have the best defender. I was like, oh, Van Dijk, yeah, clearly. But apparently it's Ethan Pinnock.
So aerial duels is Munoz is number 1, and then it's Ethan Pinnock's number 2 for aerial duels lost.
Thank you very much. Now, do you believe
You said it was a goalkeeper, and Munoz is not a goalkeeper.
And he's thinking of Muric for Ipswich.
So you've been perusing that list, have you, Femi? Wonder when
course, yes.
when did that happen?
Yeah,
No. I literally saw I can get this on Twitter. Oh my god. You lot need to follow Up to Stats on Twitter, bro. On my life. I genuinely thought it was a goalkeeper.
Right, ready? Okay.
Yeah.
Right, that's the slips. Which keeper is value for money with the highest amount of saves and saves per shots ratio?
Flecken.
It's
Ooh,
Flecken.
Is it?
I only know that because I've got him in my FPL.
Femi put Kelleher, did you?
What, when he's
Who
not
did you put, Joel?
half the season?
I put Anana, but isn't he top for like prevented goals or something?
No, he's not. He's only top for clean sheets. On every other goalkeeping stat, he is nowhere near the top 10, which is my argument to Femi for why he's not a top 5
He's
goalkeeper.
top for clean sheets. Have Man United got the most clean sheets? Oh no,
6.
because Liverpool have had different keepers for their clean sheets, right?
You don't have to keep a clean sheet to win games. And to be in the top
Does
10,
help, though.
you don't have to have clean sheets. To be in the top 12, you don't have to keep clean sheets. But in 13th place... Right. Enough
there's
trashing.
A lot of
Enough-
zeros going on my score here.
Yeah.
Enough trashing, Anana. Which keeper dominates his box with the highest number of aerial claims won?
David Raya.
I said,
Yeah, it's an easy one.
You give, whenever you ask questions and it's an Arsenal player or it's Arsenal, you make it so obvious when you
Gets
ask.
a little glint in his eyes.
Look,
doesn't he?
can I... There's something special about David Ray. He does the reverse. Like he's obviously in training. He's training against his defenders who are attacking. So he knows how to claim a ball. What's next?
Score. What's going on? I've got 4 points, and I feel like I'm.
I've got 1, 2, 5 points.
Okay, that makes me feel better. Well, Femi's probably got 11 because he's cheating.
I think he's on 4.
I got 6.
Okay, right.
You're on 6.
Yeah.
What'd you get? Chelsea,
got
West
the 2.
Ham, correct. You got Chelsea. You got Man City.
Yeah.
And you got Pinnock. You're on 5.
I got Liverpool as well for post.
It says edited 2058.
2058.
It wasn't Liverpool for hit the post.
Sorry, Chelsea then.
Yeah.
Chelsea
You got Chelsea, you got Man City, and then you got Chelsea and West Ham.
And
And he's-
Raya.
Oh, and then Raya, yeah, 6. He's on 6.
David
Yeah,
Raya.
sorry, you got Ray. Yeah, you've got Ray. I've done you a disservice.
Reputation, Femi, haven't you? This is a problem.
Yeah, he makes me work hard on the adjudication. What's next? Keeper with the highest number of sweeper clearances.
It's not Verbruggen, I can tell you that.
Robert Sanchez.
It is Robert Sanchez.
Is it really?
Yes, it is. Because why? That's why he makes so many mistakes when he comes out of his goal. Because that's how what's
On
his
to the
name?
next.
Wants him to play.
On to the next. Right. This isn't just a goalkeeping quiz, so I want to move us quickly on. This player leads the way defensively on headed clearances, shots blocked. Who is that boy?
Femi got this, didn't he? Who was it, Femi?
Yeah,
Nathan Collins.
it was
Was
Nathan
it?
Collins.
How do you know that?
That is absolutely.
Hey, I'm a football head. Like, lads, come on now. Like, this is my sport.
How are you
I
so bad
talk about
at
basketball with so much ease. Imagine me talking about football. This is my sport.
This is the thing. You're so wrong about so much about football that it's just surprising when you get quiz questions right.
No. I'm wrong when it comes to opinions, apparently.
That's probably true. Right, on to the next one. Let's keep rattling through. Goals by foreign nationals. Name that team. I think you got it right.
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Yeah, obviously.
It was Liverpool. And goals by British nationals.
Well, I ended up on Fulham.
I guess Nottingham.
I put Villa.
It
Probably
was
Villa.
Chelsea.
Wow.
Because of Palmer
Madueke and Palmer.
and Sancho.
Yeah.
What was all the
Jadon.
British nonsense then? I feel like you led us down the garden path.
Well, they are British.
Yeah, but you made me think of Harry Wilson.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I made you think of Harry Wilson. Feels like the appropriate thing to say. Right. Okay. On away fixtures only, who would be top of the league?
I ended up on Forest.
I put
Chelsea.
Liverpool. No,
It was
I put
Chelsea.
Chelsea, sorry. Chelsea.
It was Chelsea.
I got the home one wrong, though.
You did. On home fixtures,
Brentford.
Yeah,
it
Brentford.
was Brentford.
I thought it was Arsenal. Because of the way you
Come
asked.
on,
Brentford won 7
come
out of
on the
8.
bees. Yeah.
And they've
Phenomenal
got
home
1
form.
point away from home. They've had 7 losses and a draw away from home.
They looked quite pants against us last week.
They're just far too open for a away game.
3 Dutch and 1 American with 28 interceptions. Name those players. You all got Grav.
Yeah.
Van Dijk, Robinson, and I put Delict, but one of them.
Robinson.
You were right. You were right with Van Dijk and Robinson was correct for the American. Anthony Robinson. Well done.
Oh, is it?
That's
Dutch
impressive.
that I'm missing. Is Mazraoui Dutch?
No.
Kenny Tete.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Ooh.
What, those 2 Fulham fullbacks are big interceptors, are they? That's
Isn't that
interesting.
incredible?
That's-
Yes, I found it really interesting. 2 from Liverpool, 2 from Fulham.
Good stuff.
Kenny Tete and Anthony Robinson, and then Gravenberch and Van Dijk. Not Delit
Or Tyler Adams.
or Tyler Adams.
Who's he? Oh, Bournemouth. Isn't he? Doesn't ever play. Is he not constantly injured?
He's never playing, but he's the only American I can think of.
I was thinking Tim Ream, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't play.
All right, this is goal contributions. Second on the goal contributions list with 17.
Saka.
Is it
Palmer.
Saka with I went Palmer as well, but
Ice cold.
oh.
11
Oh, no.
goals. 11 goals. 11 goals and 6 assists. It's Cole Palmer. This is the James Milner question. Current Premier League player, 1 point. And
Yeah, James.
and then the other was name all 6 Premier
you said
League.
5. You said 5, mate.
Yes. If you were listening, I then corrected and said 6 and said, Femi, you can also now change your answer.
So we get
That wasn't what you said change your answer for, no.
James, Joel,
Thank you, mate.
replay the tape. I gave you all the option to edit that one.
Yeah. Do I get any bonus points for making you realise it was actually 6 clubs?
No, you lose.
Close
one.
to minus 1 point for that, actually. I really struggle egotistically with being challenged as a quizmaster.
Because he was
It
he
really
was the
goes to my head.
youngest. He was the youngest Premier League player.
He was. What are the 6 clubs?
Leeds, Villa, Newcastle, City, Liverpool, Brighton.
Joel with the clean sweep.
Oh my
Unlucky
god!
Femi.
How did I forget City? Oh my god!
Google didn't give you that one, did it?
Oh,
Why is not... Google's not working.
mate.
It's just,
Nash-
Femi's
right.
just throwing one in there to throw us off the
No,
scent. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
City would have been the first one.
Right,
Bloody
this
hell.
is a big one. This is a big one.
I could only get 4 here.
This is a big one.
And I think I've got Mbuemo's nationality wrong.
Nah, I know.
No, you got it
his
right.
nationality.
Oh, did I?
You got it right. He's Cameroonian and Mbuemo. James,
Seen him
did you
play
put
in the
Mbuemo?
AFCON.
No, I didn't. I put Cunha.
Cunha's not correct.
No.
It is Erling Haaland, Norway. Salah, Egypt. Ice Cold Palmer, England. Visa, the Democratic Republic of Congo.
So there was no Wood anyway, even though he's not actually Australian.
Mbuemo, Cameroon. Christopher Wood
Oh, there is.
How many are you naming here?
Well,
from
That-
New
that's
Zealand.
2 minutes.
Top 5.
That's 6.
That's 6, mate.
Damn it.
Wait, so who's 6th? Wood?
Wait.
I
It's
don't know.
1, 2.
I don't know.
Top
Right.
goal story.
Let's start the quiz again.
Yeah.
No,
we can edit that out.
Name 5. Wait, who's the 6th?
Visa and Mbuemo are level on 9.
Joint. They're joint. Yeah.
Ah, that's
They're joint.
why.
So what do we
Yeah,
do here?
thank
Did you
you.
take a point for each?
Phew, saved me. Yeah.
Basically, if you said any of those,
Yeah, you get a point.
you get your points.
4, 5, 6, 7 points.
I did get Mbuemo's nationality wrong. I said he was French.
I think I've
Okay, yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Do we
He
get?
speaks French. Hey, Joel, he speaks French, if that makes you feel better.
I was doing languages actually.
Yeah. Quarter of a point for that. If it comes to a tie, Joel takes it on languages spoken.
No, I definitely
right.
won this.
Yeah, I think so. Go on, Femi, how many points?
22.
What? Is that how many you've got?
Yeah.
Well then, unless I've miscounted.
Wait, I think I've got 22.
I said 23, but
Yeah, I think that's right,
I
Joel.
don't think I got more points than you, Femi.
So
Well, no, I think that's right.
I
4,
got 24.
5, 6.
Well done, James. It's out of 42.
Femi, I feel like you've been celebrating every answer. How are you?
I
How
know.
are you not won?
And he also nods for every answer.
See?
And I'm looking at his answers. I know
Oh,
he's,
no,
he's
I
like
got more than 22.
nodding as the,
I got
yeah.
more than 22 because I can't.
But if you
Count.
can't count
Count.
past 22,
I got more than 22. I got more than 22. I just.
Can we get some answers?
can you tell us? Can you tell us how
tell us
many
the
more?
answers?
Can you
Tell-
tell us
no,
how many more than
tell us
22?
Tell us the answers again. I like can't. Tell us the answers again.
You know what, mate?
Sorry.
Honestly,
I was texting.
no, I'm serious.
I was texting.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Are
I
you
was
chirping? Are you? Oh, for God's sake!
no jokes. I was chirping.
Distracted.
I was actually chirping.
All you had to do, which is why you've earned yourself
I even sent a
third
picture
place.
of what we're doing right now.
Look,
I did not consent to that.
can you say equally? Can you text that person and let them know that due to texting,
Could you ask her what comes after 22, please?
Can we just confirm if Femi's been disqualified?
Well, no, it's not just that he's submitted his score as 22. Mark it yourself, we said.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Femi
you're right.
got 22, Joel got 23, and our winner in the season so far quiz is
absolutely.
James
I
Femi.
got
I don't want to have to
28. I
mute.
got
I have to mute you.
You know
Our
what?
winner, James Bray, with 24 points. Unfortunately,
Champ.
as the adjudicator, I had to mute Femi as we now close off this week's episode of the All Sports Podcast. If you have enjoyed listening along and joining with the quiz, we'll catch you next time. Like, subscribe, follow us on everything. Check out the YouTube shorts as well. Doing fairly well.
Oh my god!
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, Matt. Cheers, guys.